Hello and welcome to another match for the ASUS Open 2012 final battle of the year. We are still in the group stages for this match and we're gonna see Empire against iLuminate, and if my calculations are correct then this is probably the battle for the first place in the group, which means it is the battle to decide which one of these two teams is gonna be making it to the semi-finals straight away without having to go through the quarterfinals. Because the number one of each group, there's two groups of course, goes to the semi-finals straight away, while the number 2 and number 3 still have to go through the quarterfinals and have to therefore just play extra best set of 3 to decide which one of those two teams is going to be going to the semis. And now we're going to have iLuminate taking on Team Empire. We just seen iLuminate taking down Don't Waste Time, and we've seen Empire yesterday a couple of times winning their matches already, and we're going to see how they're going to be doing this game. Of course Empire probably the fan favorite, or at least the one that's on paper the better team. But if that's actually going to be going through to this game, we'll see, because we have seen some very strong performances from iLuminate as well. And of course Empire is being called a team that in theory has quote-unquote predictable drafts. We're gonna see if iLuminate, I mean, the thing is, they probably are a bit predictable, but they're playing those predictable picks so well that, like, good luck in countering those, right? So that is gonna be Empire up against iLuminate. iLuminate, we're gonna see how they're gonna try to counter that. And in case you're wondering, tomorrow at 2 CET time, we will be seeing the quarterfinals starting. For the people asking, by the way, the English voice of games today was Virtus Pro. I believe some are casted by a Dota Talk stream, so you can check there. And there was actually they played two matches today, but one of them was a deaf win, so they were not able to play. So there was only a VOD of one of the matches. So that. Anyway, we have got ourselves a Gyrocopter ban out. That's not something that we see happening every day. We have the Darkseer still on the pool, Batrider banned out, and the Bounty Hunter being banned out there as well. Bounty Hunter, Batrider. The Gyrocopter doesn't fit the profile, but 2 Bs being banned out. Let's see if the Darkseer is actually going to be banned out here, or if we're going to see a ban like the ban on the Magnus. Hello, on the Undying perhaps. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Well, not really endless, but there is a lot of possibilities still in there of heroes that we normally see banned out. And we're gonna see iLuminate taking their time, because whatever they're gonna ban out right now, they will be giving something else away to their opponent. So which hero do they want to give away to Empire? Do you really want to give Empire the Magnus? But if you ban out the Magnus, do you really want to give them the Darkseer? Or with a Wisp in that case? And they don't want to be giving them the Wisp. Magnus is probably okay for that one. And to be fair, we've seen Magnus losing a couple of games also. Not yesterday or today, I believe. But we have seen them losing games. Although I have to say, the only time that I did see them lose games, Magnus Sven even. I've seen Magnus Sven lose twice. But those have been on the not in the hands of Empire, that's for sure. Been mostly in the hands of Mouse Sports. And even in the hands of Absolute Legends, but it's going to be Magnus for Empire here, so we're going to see how they're going to be dealing with that. And iLuminate, they are going to be thinking about how to counter this. I mean, in theory, if you're saying, like, okay, Empire is normally predictable in their drafts, well, they don't normally get the Magnus. So that's already something that we don't normally see out of Empire, which is very interesting to see, and might also put them a bit off. As that is also what we've seen from Mouse Sports if they play it. I mean, they just don't seem to be that used to playing the hero to utilize him to the max. But that being said, it is still Magnus. I mean, there is skill needed for Magnus, but some things are just very, you can learn that very fast. Just run in there and just press one button. That's it. We've got ourselves the Undying picked up by iLuminate though, as well as the Darkseer. So already picking up the Darkseer just in case they're going to be having a Templar Assassin to deal with, which is going to be the case. And they didn't want to pick up the Templar Assassin themselves apparently. They do want to pick up that Undying, and they are going to be going for also a bit of teamfight for themselves. And of course, I mean, you don't really want to give the Darkseer away if your opponent already has the Magnus, because if you have a Vacuum and the Reverse Polarity, that's a bit too much. We do have the Jakiro now up on Empire, And of course, Jakiro Magnus is a very strong combination. Reverse Polarity, Macropyre, Ice Path, Dual Breath, all AoE stuff that can go over those same heroes, and that could be potentially the death of all the heroes that were in the Reverse Polarity. Templar Assassin, very strong hero, of course one of the signature heroes of Scandal, so we're gonna see that one as we're seeing the Lone Druid being picked up by iLuminate. So they already secure their carry with that. Of course, it's a very tanky hero, the Lone Druid. In theory, should be able to survive all the harassment that comes from the Magnus. The same thing goes for the Undying, so that is interesting. As we have actually got a ban out from Empire, that is something that I haven't seen for a long time. For a while, anyway. It is the Outworld Destroyer being banned out. I mean, yesterday we saw Empire banning out Huskar, but you know, when they ban out Huskar, they were up against Huskar Masters. You know you have to ban out the Huskar then, right? But we're not against Outworld Destroyer Masters here, so this is an unusual pick here. As we're gonna have a Disruptor being banned out. I mean, they ban out some supports, which is decent enough. We're gonna also have a Luna being banned out on iLuminate. They don't want to be dealing with that, and they're not planning on picking it up themselves. I mean, if we look at Empire's lineup, we're probably gonna see Phonic Magnus with Empire going for Jakiro. Maybe even still Sven, who's still on the pool, by the way. May I just point that out? iLuminate not banning out the Sven yet. They're banning out the Naga Siren rather than that. And Naga Siren, of course, a hero that can be used to set up brilliant reverse polarities for that Magnus. But they banned that out. And yeah, like I said, the Sven still in. Sven still could still be there with the Jakiro. With another support not even needed specifically, but I mean, there's also still jungle heroes in the pool that they still gonna be picking up, or could be picking up. Enigma, as well as the Chen, as well as the Enchantress, of course, still in there. The potentials for jungle heroes are still there, but for Empire, I mean, you know what they want to do already. Maybe iLuminate wants to try to pick up the Sven for themselves, and then have a trial in with that and the Undying, and then something else to accompany that one with, but I'm not too sure about that. As by the way, I'm also drinking tea in the meantime, and I gotta drink it while it's hot. I know, a song pun right there. So I'm just gonna be drinking some tea right now. So we're waiting for bans anyway. I know, relevant information about me drinking tea, but that's why you know that the stream is going to be a bit more quiet, which is sometimes, I think for a lot of people, or no, not for a lot of people, I'm not going to do that. For some people that might actually be more enjoyable. There you go.
Yeah.
Dire team banned.
Nyx Assassin being banned out, a hero that we've seen frequently as a support lately, so don't really blame them for that one. And also very strong on the tri-lane still, of course. Disruptor also a very strong tri-lane hero. I'm really curious to see what iLuminate is going to be banning out right now. My tea is actually gone now. Just holding the cup because it's still warm. But are they still planning on banning out a Sven? Or at least some kind of carry that would be doing well with the Jakiro. Basically everything would be doing well with the Jakiro. But imagine Jakiro, Sven, Leshrac lane up. Could still happen. And it's the Queen of Pain that they ban out.
Sven stands.
And hello! What a surprise!
Dire team pick.
It's a Sven. Is anybody surprised? Please raise your hand right now. I see no hands, but then again I don't see anybody regardless. But that is a Queen of Pain ban out, which is odd. Because we're expecting Magnus to be on the off lane, we're expecting Templar Assassin to be mid, so we are expecting a trio or dual lane with the Sven, Jakiro, and then either a jungle hero or a Lina or a Leshrac or something. Both of those heroes are still in as well. Oh, I see it. The chat is shocked. Yeah, I'm shocked too. We're gonna have the Shadow Demon being banned out by picked up by iLuminate. I mean, that's a good hero to have on a tri lane. It's gonna be the anti-gank. If someone lands a stun up on him, or up on a hero that is around the Shadow Demon can disrupt the target and just make sure it's safe if the combination of Empire comes out from them. So that's a good pickup for iLuminate. We're gonna see what Empire... Do they want to steal Leshrac or Lina? I mean, we've seen the combination before. Stormhammer Either Lightning Strike Array or Split Earth, Dragon Slave or Lightning over the top, Ice Path hit regardless. I mean, that's the recipe for kills right there. And we have seen Empire lately running a lot more aggressive trial than they used to. Also, of course, because then Funnick has a way easier time and can make a lot more impact on the game if he goes play that Magnus on the safe lane. And that's the Bane. And that's the setup for an aggressive tri lane. I hope. We've seen Banes. Most of the Banes that we've seen are, of course, with the Gyrocopter. But, I mean, it's still gonna be a nightmare to start things off with. Ice Path over the top. Sven Stun to still also hit as well. I mean, it's all gonna be there. It is all gonna be there for Empire. And we're gonna see, I mean, Illuminate, they have one anti-gank, they have one lone druid who's gonna be trying to save farm, trying to get as much farm as he can, or, well, offlane farm, and okay, this is interesting. They pick up the Chen still. So I have to say, Darkseer mid, lone druid offlane lane, Shadow Demon Undying dual lane. So we do see Big Num picking up the Darkseer. We saw him, of course, previous game as well, up against the Templar Assassin on the mid lane with his Darkseer. But of course, there's the pause. At the moment, personally, I like the draft of Empire a bit better, even if only for that Magnus Fen combination. Though again, I have to say, we have seen Magnus Fen lose games. And Empire is one of those teams that need that early start, need to get... I mean, they're not that strong... just say it normal English. They're not that strong in comebacks. They need to get dominance over the lane, and then they can build up from there. But... if they don't, then it's going to be difficult to come back from that. But if you look at the lanes... I mean, if you look at... for two strong lanes on either side, so one strong lane on either side... I mean, come on, what's stronger than a Sven Jakiro lineup with something else to help out? So trial lane, super strong for Empire. For Illuminate, you see the Undying together with the Shadow Demon. It's a lane that stays alive, but it's not that strong of a lane. As we're waiting for the pause to be done. And of course, I mean, also one other thing that I just... oh cool, he's standing there again. Cheetah. He was playing this hero in the previous game also. And he also then only picked after the pause was there. But for people that haven't seen it yet, it is a Chen creep person, no, what is it? Boar with a horn, or lion with hooves, that is rearing. I think it's the word, rearing, going backwards. Villadrak. I think Goblik and Villa are just having a bit of fun, because I can't understand a word they're saying, but they're making smiley faces. So that's gonna be that. But yeah, let's just go over the players real fast and see who's playing what. Well, we're not having to go real fast, because there is a pause, of course. We've got Chomi playing the Undying this game. He'll be farming probably up on the top lane. We've got Dubas helping him out on the Shadow Demon that we saw him play previous game as well. Big Num again on his Darkseer. Gonna be going up on the mid lane, of course, against the Templar Assassin. We're gonna see Mag on his lone druid once again, just like the last game. Actually, they have got 4 heroes, the same as last game. The only thing that they have different is that Chomi's playing an Undying rather than a Gyrocopter. And that is something that is quite interesting to see. Because if you're trying to think like, is Gyrocopter interchangeable with the Undying? I would say no. It's just so different characters for the heroes. But they do it anyway. Of course, a farmed Undying is super dangerous because he is already... I mean, he'll do his name justice. He'll be Undying and he'll be able to decay you over and over again, and he'll just not die because he'll heal himself, he'll heal his teammates, and it's gonna be really annoying to fight against. But we're gonna have to see if he actually gets to that level. As Cheetah is, of course, playing his Chen again after he... well, the game got unpaused and paused again, so he was able to land his magnificent beast. Or something like that, I don't know. But that's the lineup for Illuminate, and we're going to lineup of Empire, who have also picked up all their heroes. We're going to see Blow Your Brains Sven, of course. No real surprise there, as we have got Scandal picking up his Templar Assassin, Silent on the Jakiro, Funnick on his Magnus, and Goblik on the Bane. And nobody really should be surprised about these roles, because the lanes for Empire I guess as well as for the lanes as for Illuminate, are actually quite simple to guess. The only difference is, are they gonna be going for a for a aggressive tri lane, or are they gonna be going for a safe tri lane? It could both work out very well. And the reason, by the way, I'm not being too official during pauses is because we have seen so many pauses that it's just hard to stay focused during pauses still. But we're gonna see it anyway. We don't see any hero being having picked up something yet, or at least item-wise, apart from the courier up on Goblak. Gonna have nobody else buying something yet. Oh, actually, Darkseer already bought something, but he's going mid lane. We know that of him. And the Chen now, Cheetah reconnecting to the game. And we're hoping that we can have the word go again. As in the meantime, I can tell you that after this game, we're gonna have Empire versus Don't Waste Time. And I have to tell you that it will be a game that will be on stage at the Cyber Arena in Kiev, because of course that's where the players are live right now. They are playing in the Cyber Arena in Kiev, Ukraine. And we have got goes again, but there might be a slight delay. We had a game earlier already up on stage. It was Navi up against Natolic guys, United Sexy Boys. And that game was also a bit delayed purely because it was on stage. So we might have another delay after this one as well. As it's supposedly starting at 6. So if you look at the clock now, it still means that we have still 1 hour, and might not even be 1 hour game, of course. So that means that we might have a break after this one. But that's a good point, because then you might actually gonna be able to I don't know, get food, get a drink, because after that game, you're not going to be wanting to leave your computer. I mean, I'm not going to be casting that anymore, but there will be a best set of 5 between EG and No Tidehunter, and I think you'll want to watch that one. It's the Absolute Legends King of the Hill tournament that's going to be going live then. As we're going to see Empire roaming around, going to see if they can get a hold of a First Blood, or I don't think they're going to be having a Roshan lineup. Maybe they're just checking if their opponents are going to go for Roshan. Of course, with the Lone Druid you can. And of course, everybody of Illuminate saw them walking there. It's like, haha, they thought we were doing Roshan, haha. But they weren't doing Roshan, so they're going to be safe. As just going to put up that one up there. As we're seeing Silent on the bottom lane, so that will mean no aggressive tri lane, as he is already there to place down a ward. In the meantime, we have a disruption up on Blow Your Brain, but no real follow up on that one, and it's even Blow Your Brain that still picks up the regen rune. I mean, nothing of harm done there. So that's going to be there. We have Funnick on the top lane, so he'll be on the off lane solo. He'll be up against Mag, and we are actually going to see a semi-aggressive tri lane. I say semi because, of course, the Chen is there too, but that means that we're still going to have an aggressive tri lane. And I mean, you've been watching me maybe 2 days right now, or maybe more. You know that I like aggressive tri lanes. I know that most of you like aggressive tri lanes, because aggressive tri lanes make for aggressive and fun play, as Goblak is actually on the top lane helping out Funnick there. And then Snare already hits, Coor to the low ground. Mag in some trouble, still put the Nightmare on the bear, but actually might be the First Blood here, and he is! It's Funnick that picks up the kill! And that's just a quick excursion from Goblak. And that is the aggressive tri lane from Illuminate not even starting yet, because they haven't even showed themselves on the lane. Looks like it's not going to be an aggressive tri lane, just going to be 2 heroes farming with each other. They do pick up, of course, a Troll Warlord. And a Troll Warlord is, of course, a very, very good creep to have at the start of the game, just with that Snare. As we're going to see the ward being placed. No Shell Nut, creep stack, nice Ice Path to still get the last hit up on Silent, just so that his opponents can't steal it. That is worth the mana cost, to be fair, as Blow Your Brain is forced to attack some creeps here next to his tower, taking some damage with that. Might cost him a bit. As we now have Chen actually rotating here together with the Troll Warlord, so he has to be careful. He knows that he is careful, though. He doesn't have a ward up on the side, so he doesn't see them. The only ward that he has on the lane is this one. So he doesn't see the Chen hanging around there, but he can guess, of course, he can guess. As they did see him picking up the Troll Warlord, so they are very careful right now with the lane being pushed out towards the tower again. For now, because of this, we'll see Empire being very careful, as long as Goblak is still top lane anyway. We have got Big Num, of course, taking on the Templar Assassin. He's on 8 for 1 right now, with Scandal being on 8 for 6, so still very even. Refraction taking a lot of harassment from that Iron Shell, but so far so good. And at least with the Iron Shell, Scandal will be having the lane constantly towards his tower, which is a good thing as well as a bad thing, as we have got Disruption up on the bottom lane. Soulcatcher also up on Silent. Here comes Ben trying to help out. Nice Ice Path, still ledges. Silent needs to get away from this, but will be going down. Cheetah from the side will be getting the kill. Stun still hits up on Cheetah though. Tower helping out. Bam! Blow your brain. Getting a solo kill up on him. I say solo kill, but it was actually 3 versus 1. Well, he of course was on the one side. More TPs coming in, and now also Goblak decided, you know what, I'm helping out. Nice ensnare from the Warlord again, the Troll Warlord that is, and the rest of Illuminate backing out. It was 1-for-1 trade, which is, if you're on an aggressive tri lane and you traded Chen for a support there, that's not worth it if you're on the tri lane. It's not worth it at all. And they do also force now Goblak back towards the bottom lane, leaving Funnick alone for himself. We of course got that first blood money, so it's gonna be slightly ahead already upon Mag. But he will be by himself. It will be of course then easier again for Mag to try to get some more farm there, and he will be doing that. As we might see Goblak even going back towards the top lane soon. I mean, you can have a nightmare, then you can give Funnick the time to go to Mag and just score away like we did see earlier, and it might actually be the recipe of another kill there. So maybe we'll see him rotate, depending on if he feels like he can do something on this bottom lane, or if his teammates are gonna be safe regardless. Goblak is actually gonna be very safe right now, or at least safe. I mean, like, maybe they're trying to gank something. They're gonna actually eat it. They're gonna eat the tower. They're gonna go around. This is going to be very dangerous. Here they go. Nightmare. No. Oh, we almost got it in the meantime. It is a Templar Assassin. It actually got Dovin dived on the middle lane. It is Bignum that picks up the kill. Scandal going down there on his signature hero, which is not something that you see every day. But we know that that's possible so easy with those iron shells, level 3 even. So that's going to be that. As I'm quite sad that the Nightmare didn't happen, which means there's no action on the bottom lane. But they now of course realize that the tree is gone, so we instantly see Dubas actually making sure that that is indeed clear and they can walk there. And they of course also see Goblak around here. They saw him, so they have a ward there. As we have Templar Assassin picking up the haste rune, she of course has got that bottle also. She's now died once, so 15 last hits for 7 with 20 last hits for the Darkseer. So Darkseer getting ahead here, Bignum having a fun time. Though as soon as of course Scandal is going to be level 6 or something, that it's going to be turning the tables. Level 6 already up on the Darkseer, but we're still seeing hanging around his mid lane, and he will probably be doing that until well, someone else declares the laning phase over. Probably his captain. As we have got a smoke gank, it is Dubas and Cheetah that are leaving the bottom lane. They actually TP top, not able to get Funnick though. They are going towards the bottom lane right now. We're just jungling in the jungle. Picked up a centaur. I know, jungling in the jungle. It is very, very interesting. We're gonna see in the meantime, it is Empire that's trying to stack. They're not gonna be able to do this. Nice stack block in the meantime. Wasn't intended, probably. Disruption gonna start things off, and it's gonna be the Jakiro's gonna be the target. Silent tried to get himself away, will be stunned, will be dead, and it's a test of fate that picks up the kill. Goblak coming in too late, not able to land the Nightmare to help him out, and Blow Your Brain just thinking, you know, it's just a support. As long as I can farm, I'm happy. And he is able to farm. He's got 27 for 15 last hits, and he is almost highest up on last hits, but the highest one is actually his teammate on the long lane solo, which is a place where you normally don't see the person with the highest last hits. It is going to be Funnick, who's on 32 for 4. So Empire over the board doing very well. Only the Templar Assassin slightly losing her lane up on last hits, but she is picking up again. 25 versus 29 last hits on that mid lane. Disruption on the Chen. Soulcatcher hits as well. There's the Centaur stun following things up. He's fairly tanky though. Can land a stun if he wants to. Lands it indeed, and now has to get away from himself, from the rest, and he should be able to stay alive. Pops herself, will be fine, as Cheetah also has to get away from that tower damage. Goblak of course able to continue the harassment to make sure that they're not going to chase that. But that is normally why you don't see people go upon the Chen, but rather for the supports, because, oh sorry, Sven that is, because Sven is just very tanky. It's just very tanky. Shockwave going through, Mag. Getting an entangle up on Funnick. Can they go? Because they have of course got Jakiro here as well. And there's a reality rift. Reverse polarity. Not reality. What am I saying reality rift for? It's not even in the game. Got Mag gonna try to keep you out. Won't be able to do so though. Shockwave going through. Reverse polarity being used there. Level 7 up on the Magnus there. As that just had to be done right there. As yeah, this lane. It is so won by Funnick. It's a safe lane. This is a big victory. I mean, if they lose the bottom lane, okay. It happens. Aggressive tri-lanes are built to make the other team lose their lane. But they are winning their top lane, which is of course, I mean, we have got Silent being top for a while, we've had Goblak top for a while, so they are of course no longer a solo lane versus solo lane with that, but the rotation making it so that they can indeed win this lane. Experience graph is of course in favor of Empire, we have the gold graph also in favor of Empire. Of course 3 for 3 on kills. We have again the same combination happening up on the Sven. But it is 3 for 3, but it feels in favor of Empire just because of those last hits. I'm actually having death and assist just up for a moment, as you see that, I mean, 2 times Mag already went down in the top lane on his lone druids, and that's quite a lot of deaths for a safe lane hero. At the same time, there is a support that died 2 times up on Empire, which is not that big of a deal, especially not since it's on an aggressive tri-lane, and at least their main carry didn't die yet. He even got a kill for himself. We got, of course, the Templar Assassin, of course, going down 1 on the mid lane, going towards Illuminate. So the mid lane slightly won by Illuminate on last hits. Very different change, very minimal change though. Who's gonna get lucky? Bottom lane's gonna get lucky. Invisibility room by Scandal, and Cheetah will be seeing them picking it up, but he will be careful and roam back towards his base, and he actually gets a surge just in case. Scandal's not gonna be able to find him anymore. But it is, I mean, it's the top lane won by Empire, bottom lane won by Empire because they are just successful in not going down and dying on the bottom lane. And in mid lane, I have to say, Illuminate winning the mid lane with that kill. Last hit might not be that big of a difference, but that kill definitely is. As we're gonna see again, Silence trying to get a gank up on Mag here. There is again a reverse polarity up again, dual breath going through, and there's a nice entangle up on Funnick. Ice Pat's gonna hit up on Mag, they'll give Funnick the time to catch up there, unless it's gonna be another Illuminate or entangle. No. Whereas the reverse polarity is actually going to get used. Here goes another entangle, this time up on Silent, taking a lot of damage from that bear. Bear gets on back, Ice Pad latches on the bear, and they're actually not going for it. No mana upon the Magnus for that reverse polarity. And we're jumping ourselves back to the bottom lane, or middle lane actually. Middle lane, Big Num having to get away from that one. Scandal using his bottle charges to stay alive, and we actually have got Blowing Brain now TPing out to base. Needs to be back at full on HP and mana, doesn't want to be here anymore. Too risky. He's survived the combination a couple times now, but there's only so much of those combinations you can survive before he actually will go down at some point. And he has picked up his smoke, picked up his power threads, and will be having a bracer as well, so going for a fairly tanky build here, which he has to have. As we have Darkseer now on top of the list for the last hits and the denies. So that is quite nice to have there, as we have got Big Num just waiting around, because he can't really defend this for now. Not without his creep wave. Now he has a creep wave, now we're gonna see him go. He's being so careful. He knows there's heroes missing from the map. So careful. TP into the bottom lane. It's a tier 1 tower, gets a rest a lot. We got Swenny coming in from the side as well. There's of course a ward there from the Dire, so they do see him running there. And they are going to be very careful. There's going to be 4 heroes here soon though. They're starting to start things off. Soul Catcher there as well. And there's a Tombstone. Sven lands a stun up on Cheetah. Cheetah, Soul Rip helping out, but he still goes down. Now Blow Your Brain getting himself away. CA picks up a regen rune, not going to be here though. 3 stacks up of Shadow Poison up on Blow Your Brain. The K going through. He's now getting chased down. There is going to be a surge up again in 6 seconds. There's going to be a stun helping out though. Shadow Poison still getting the vision as the zombies trying to slow him down. The stacks are up there. There's a surge finally again, and this should be the death of Blow Your Brain. A couple more hits needed, and the vacuum actually will do the job. Big Num getting the kill. And now it here's the team. Empire wants to get revenge. Nice Necropire. Big Num standing a lot of that as well as in Dubas. But Silent, he knows that he can't stay alive. Wants to deny himself to the creeps. Won't be able to do so. Double kill going the way of the Darkseer as Goblak just decided to get a double kill there. He managed to take down the Undying as well as the Shadow Demon, as well as the Darkseer, as at the same time on the top lane Magnus finally gets his reverse polarity up again, and that's going to be a kill on Max. So 3 heroes, 4 heroes even going down over the board on the entire lineup of Illuminate, with only 1 hero going down on Empire. It was only the, well actually Jakiro still died I guess, but it was the Sven that was the biggest kill for Illuminate. They finally got him down for the first time, but he did lead them on a very long chase for that one. And Bane is of course going to go for some mana boost to be able to spam out his spells as much as he can. So we have got Funnick back on the top lane by himself. 2k gold up on him, almost got his Blink Dagger. He is having just a fun time here. And I mean, this is Empire still in the laning phase, and they're already getting ahead. Gold graph towards the 4k, experience graph past 4k, with 3 kills difference, which is not that much of experience difference, but if you take a look at that experience difference, well, that is not just the kills, that is just also because, well, because they have been just being a bit more successful in their laning distribution. Of course, that aggressive tri-lane for Illuminate not really working out, and that's costing them a lot of experience. And now again, having 4 heroes here on this bottom lane, meaning that if they can't get anything done right now, that will be a waste, but they do find Godlike there. They're gonna go for Sven again though, disrupt him to start things off. Roll the BTP self out, there's one, there's two, Tombstone goes up, Lawyer Rain gonna do what he can. Is still gonna be taking a lot of damage to her, but that is a TA coming in! Hello Scandal, welcome to the fight. Gets a double kill, kills off the Chen, kills off the Undying, and Magnus also coming in, kills off the Darkseer with a triple kill going for Scandal, because he's got a double damage rune and he's just tanky, and Bloody Brain is actually still alive. So, what I said just now, they're gonna go with 4 people towards the bottom lane and they have to make something happening, otherwise it's not worth it. Well, I guess it's safe to say that was not worth it. Because yeah, you know why. I'm not even gonna... Oh, Scandal, just... I mean, that's the Templar Assassin though. Like, around this level of the game, we know that Face with Blink Daggers all he needs to be able to dominate this way. And if you then also have a double damage rune up, oh hello, Lone Druid going down on the top lane in the meantime. Shomi's gonna get taken down here with Magnus picking up the kill, Shadow Demon picking up still a kill up on the Jakiro on the top lane where he got revenge for his Lone Druid going down.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Tier 1 tower going down. Fights happening all over the map at the same time. Empire just getting that control. All Tier 1 towers on the side of Illuminate are now down. As we have a disruption, trying to help Shadow Demon escape. Godlike still chasing him down though. Smoke helping out with the extra movement speed is gonna be fine. Godlike not close enough to pop it off. As we have got 1 kick already up on him. We have him with Arcane Boots. We saw him building towards his normal boots a moment ago. He's just got so much gold from all those towers going down, as well as of course from all those kills happening. This is quite insane, as we have the gold graph going towards the 10k. No real surprise there, because those 2 fights that we just saw, 2 fights over the board, are just pretty insane. We have got the Templar Assassin with those kills that she got. Scandal is on top of net worth, together with his teammate Magnus. Funnick having a fun time there, of course, with that Blink Dagger, with 1k golden up his sleeve. And there's gonna be 5 heroes up on the top lane soon for Empire. They're looking for a team fight. They're looking for a reverse polarity, and they're gonna have Scandal scouting it out, who just picked up his first Mithril hoping that he's gonna go for a Desolator rather than going for a BKB, as normally is the case when you go for Mithril first. You're gonna go for a Desolator. We're gonna see it though. We're gonna see it. Max trying to defend, of course, a bit as he's calling for his teammates to be there as well. Duba's gonna try to get some vision. Nightmare up on the bear. Then we put out a play for a while. We do have 5 heroes indeed gathering up on Illuminate. We only have this guy, that's the last one to join, and then we will have a 5-on-5. Exactly what Funnick wants, and he wants them to be standing close together so that he can just blink in, skewer, and get that reverse polarity off beautifully. He just needs the vision. He doesn't have any vision right now. Well, of course, his opponents have got the vision with that Shadow Poison up on Empire, up on Godlike as well as up on Silent. So they're looking for the vision. But look at this! Look at this! The position for Illuminate was just perfect for that, but it's a shame he doesn't see it. Don't have a ward there. We do see them just constantly trying to find an opening. That's what they need to do. There's a stun. Not an opening just yet. Scandal has to be careful though. The K going through stick shot as well from keeping him alive. Funnick still not in. Oh, there he goes. Skewer hits on 2. Their reverse polarity also on 2. Illuminate has got 1 already going down. It's the Shadow Demon, but now also the Chen drops. Hand of God already going through. Chen is gonna, or Sven is gonna land a stun there on the Undying, who goes down as well. Double kill from Lord Ray. Now Mac inside the ice path. No chance of surviving. Empire Scandal picks it up. Big Num now trying. Oh, look at that! He'll still die for that one, but look at that! And it's oh, there were 2 blinking heroes and Silent is the only one, and the GG actually gets called. That is Illuminate taking a loss to Empire. Nice vacuum, but you know, we saw it coming from a mile away. If you have it off lane farming so well and your aggressive trialing is not working out, well then the game is going to be over very soon, especially if then Scandal comes in to take a couple of triple kills and stuff like that. And he now actually has got the recipe for the Desolator, so he indeed went for that. But this game was over fairly soon. We're gonna have another game with Empire after this one. We're gonna have Empire taking on Don't Waste Time. Having said that, it's gonna be a game up stage on the Kiev Cyber Arena, and that might be the cause of some delay. I'm gonna see if there's maybe a game in between that we can cast, but we'll see if that's indeed gonna be the case. It's a throne explode. By the way, my name is Sheever. And if you want to support me, then subscribe to my YouTube, as that is going to be supporting me. I need 5k subscriptions. and that would be helping out a lot. As for all the people that are not happy with my casting, well, tough luck for you, because without me there would not be an English caster, so you know, that's kind of that. Anyway, stick around for another game of Empire, and well, don't go anywhere.